It's about the fear of death, the inescapability of death, but the absolute desire we have to undo, to unhappen a calamity that has happened. This is the second Monteverdi that I have directed. One of the interests in staging Orfeo was the openness that Monteverdi's music gives us, both in the schematic form of the way the scenes are constructed, but also in the non-naturalism of the libretto and of the whole opera, that there are many gaps and spaces, and so there's a great openness in the music and the libretto for a visual exploration of these themes. One of the surprising things about Monteverdi's Orfeo is that Eurydice has only 8 lines of music in the entire opera. Almost nothing. For the rest, she's often present but silent. And so this silence is a question directing the opera. How should her performance also disappear? Should she as a character disappear? Does it reflect a kind of narcissism in Orpheus's part, that he's so concerned with himself, with his echo, with his lyre, that Eurydice is really his plus one? I don't think so, but it's a question that the structure of the opera demands, and we'll find out what our answer to that question is. The work always starts from different images, from a whim, from an image scene, and then gradually as the work proceeds, meanings accumulate to these particular images. So it's not as if there's an analysis of the opera and then the work begins. The work begins, and out of that, we hope, there's some evocation of different questions of time, of memory, of all the different themes that are inherent in the Orpheus story. The rehearsal of the opera will take approximately 5 to 6 weeks. But for the last 18 months or 2 years, the work has been done here in my studio in Johannesburg, with me making drawings and with editors looking at the material and us testing the video material in a cardboard model of the set, so that we can listen to the music, look at the images, and move cardboard figures of the various singers around on the stage to have a kind of imagination of what the production could be. Obviously, this will get adjusted considerably, and we'll be editing the video projections of the opera right till the very last minute. But it also gives us something very concrete to work with a conductor who will see the projections, with choreographer who can imagine what you will do. And in addition to this, we have 2 workshops in the studio in Johannesburg, when about 30 of us will gather together, designers, lighting designers, set, costume, choreographers, some dancers, so that one can see how we could stage the different scenes and to see how the projections can integrate with the movement of dancers and singers on stage. This is the heart of constructing the opera. So the rehearsal at the end is obviously completely vital. That's when it comes alive onto stage. But there's a huge bottom part of the iceberg underneath that, ready to support the part that an audience will finally see. One has to work with the material as hard and as conscientiously as it can, and then allow an audience to find their own emotional response to it.